Hey, welcome to Dusty2112. How's everybody today? Good, I hope. That's what I normally say. This is my YouTube channel, this is me, this is who I am. This is the channel for me to vent. This is the channel for me to upload videos. This is the channel for me to vent. This is me. This is Dustin Knighton. If you don't like it, don't watch the fucking channel. Plain and simple. If you're gonna pick, don't watch it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, don't watch it. If you don't like my content, don't watch it. Plain and simple. That out of the way. I'm Dustin Knighton. This is me. This is my YouTube channel. This is me. This is who I am. Nothing more, nothing less. This is who I am. I'm like everybody else. I fight a battle every day that I feel like I'm losing. I may have lost it. 2 days I've had no power. 2 days. I have to go to cash converters to hog stuff to eat. And apparently that's no excuse. I don't have to use cash converters, that's just an excuse apparently. And I'm a coward because I don't look to Jesus for help. That's me, I'm a coward. I know people who are in much worse boats than me, yep. There's people out there who are on the streets who don't eat, plain and simple don't eat. Who can't afford to eat, who don't get money. I understand that. I understand that. But I'm not going to be called a coward because I can't look after my family and I don't look to Jesus for every single fucking answer. Because plain and simple it ain't going to happen. I know people out there who are Christian, who look to Jesus every single day and think, what are we going to do now? What's this? What's that? Watched a YouTube channel the other day. On YouTube, look, I'm a YouTuber, this is me. This is what I do, this is how I earn my money. Okay? I earn a little bit of money, it's not much. $100 here and there. I watched a pastor the other day who said, his story started, I was on cocaine for 22 years of my life. I prayed to Jesus one night. Got up the next morning, I wasn't addicted to cocaine. Cocaine. Got up one morning, thought, boom, no more, that's it. If you believe that fucking bullshit, go ahead and believe it. Because I fought a codeine addiction for 7 fucking years. 7 years. I fought a codeine addiction. 7 years. And when I finally had the balls to get up and say I'm addicted to codeine, I went and seen my doctor. It took me 6 months to get off it. I prayed every morning and every night. This pastor who says I was addicted to cocaine for 23 years and I woke up, miraculously, I'm not addicted to it anymore. It's a load of bullshit. It doesn't fucking happen. And if you're going to believe that bullshit, believe it. Believe it. Because it ain't going to fucking happen like that. You're not going to wake up one morning and say, bingo, I'm not on it. It ain't going to happen. If you're going to believe it, they're filling your head with shit. Every single fucking day, I fight a battle that ain't going to that I'm not going to win. That I'm not going to win, plain and simple. Plain and simple. I ain't going to win it. I'm going to try every single day to win it, but it ain't going to happen. I've got health problems. Yeah, I've got health problems. I was in foster care for 14 years of my life. I pushed all that to the back of my head. And in the last 6 months, it started to affect me. I've been seeing a psychiatrist. I'm on anti-psych medication. I'm on fucking antidepressants. I'm on all that bullshit, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, I know people who are much worse. My best mate just had a pacemaker put in, and he can't walk from here to the door without getting his heart rhythm out of rhythm. He can't walk up long distances, and yes, I put my hands up to him. He's an awesome bloke. He doesn't sit there and say, oh, this and oh, that. He doesn't. He lives his life to the fullest every day. And I put my hand up to him. He's my best mate and I love him. I love him so much because he doesn't whinge. He doesn't whinge and say, oh, I've got a problem here, I've got this and I've got that. He doesn't whinge. He gets on with his fucking life. Every single day he gets on with his life. And I put my hands up to him. Because he doesn't whinge. He doesn't do what I do. He doesn't go on YouTube and vent. He doesn't do that. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. And if you're going to call me a fucking coward for it, call me a fucking coward. If you're going to pick through my videos and pick tiny little fucking things that I say, do it. I don't care. I really don't care. Because this is me. This is who I am. This is me. And if you don't like it, don't watch my fucking channel, plain and simple. Because this is what I do, and this is how I do it, and this is how I'm going to continue to do it. I'm not going to hide behind a Bible and pretend my life's perfect when it's not. I'm not going to say that I live here and I live there, and this is what's happened, this is that, and this is that. It's luck. It's luck. Yeah, I believe in Jesus, I believe in God, I believe He's there. Yeah, He probably works in His own special ways for people. Probably does. I pray to Him every day and every night and nothing ever happens. I prayed to Him for the last 2.5 weeks. I got on my hands and knees. I had my face to the floor, asking Him to help me with my power, help me with this and help me with that. I've got no power. I've had no power for 2 days. He's not going to miraculously come down and say, oh, your bills are paid, there's your power, because it ain't going to happen. I've got to come up with $450, the minimum, to have my power put back on. That's going to take me 5-6 pays to get that amount of money up. I fight a battle every day, and I'm not going to be called a coward for it. I vent on YouTube, that's what I do. The day I was up at the hospital, I was whinging about the system, not about the staff. I had a staff member who was rude to me. Yeah, I did say she was rude. But I vent at the system, not at them. I'm in a hole at the moment and I'm digging it deeper and it's my fault. Yes, I know it's my fault. It's not my fault that I've got medical problems and I can't get up and work because I told my doctor, I went in and seen my doctor 3 months ago and said I want to get up and get a job. But she won't let me. She wrote to Centrelink and put me on a 3-month medical certificate. I didn't want that. I'd rather get up and work. I want to get up and work. But I'm medically not allowed to. Because they're looking at me, I might have blood cancer. I've just been diagnosed with PTSD. I'm on psych medication for it. I'm not going to pretend that I'm somebody that I'm not. This is me. This is Dustin Knighton. This is my YouTube channel. If you don't like it, don't watch it. This is who I am. This is me. I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to be somebody else when I'm not. I'm not going to hide behind a Bible and pretend if I hang on to a Bible and say, oh, this and oh, that and this. It's not going to happen, people. If you're going to watch a YouTube channel of a pastor who miraculously woke up one morning and said he wasn't addicted to cocaine, it's not going to happen. It's not the reality of it. That doesn't happen. It takes months, years to get over withdrawals. Hell, I haven't been on codeine for 5 years and I still get withdrawals from it. I still get tremors and you know, you keep going on and on. Every day you go on. You live your life. I live my life every single day. I get out of bed every single day. How am I going to look after my family today? How am I going to pay for this today? How am I going to put food on my table tonight? I've got to go and see cash converters to hock something to eat. And I'm a coward for that. And there's no excuse to go and see cash converters, apparently. But if I have to do that to live, that's what I'll do. If I have to fight for my wife and I have to go without food to feed her, that's what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do, because she's my wife, she's the love of my life, my son's the love of my life as well. He's me, he's my soul. I'm not going to pretend I'm somebody that I'm fucking not, and I'm certainly not going to hide behind a Bible. That's not me. I'm not going to do that. And I'm certainly not going to have somebody come into my house who say they're a man of God and call me a coward and get in my face and call me a coward. Because that's just not on. A man of God does not do that. I fight a battle every day like everybody else. I'm part of the people out there who lose shit every day. Hell, I've got car payments that I haven't paid for 3 weeks. I'm probably going to lose my car in the next 2 weeks. There's buses. Big deal. Yeah, there's buses. We can catch buses. That's what we can do. Because of my health, I can't look after my family, and I'm a coward for that. Just because there's people out there who can go off their medication and miraculously think they're cured, it's not going to happen. They live in a dream world if they think that's going to happen. I'm not going to pretend. This is my life. This is who I am. I struggle every day to put food on my table and feed my wife. Yeah, I'm doing a shit job at the moment because we've got no power. And I've probably got to go to the library to upload this video. But I've got to get it out there. Because there's too many people who get sucked in by these YouTube videos who are saying, oh, miraculously this and miraculously that. This is miraculously going to happen. That's miraculously going to happen. I mean, if there's a God out there, why does a woman get raped down the street? I mean, 3 houses down, an old lady got broken into a couple of months ago and she was sexually assaulted. If Jesus or God really cared about people, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. And if people are out there on YouTube saying this and that, and a priest is going to sit there and say and lie to people, a priest lie to people for the views, and I mean, there's priests out there who make millions and millions and millions of dollars for preaching bullshit, because that's all it is bullshit. They're there raking in the money for themselves. It's not there to help people who are in need. If they were helping people in need, they wouldn't have $5,000 fucking suits and $30,000 fucking cars and a church that looks like a mansion. They wouldn't have any of that if they were helping people in need. There wouldn't be many people. There wouldn't be people, or half the people in need in America with this priest who says he's this and that. He's got money. Look at the way he dresses. Look at the house that he lives in. He preaches for money. That's all it is for money. The money. That's all it is the money. They go out and preach. I mean, I've seen YouTube videos with audiences of millions of people. And they walk around with donation tins. And that night they make $50,000. Where does that go? It goes in the priest's pocket. That doesn't go to help people. It doesn't happen. If that priest that was wearing a $3,000 suit and drives a $50,000 car and owns a $250,000 mansion because he preaches all these words, he wouldn't have any of that if he was a true preacher. He wouldn't be dressed like a millionaire. He'd be dressed like me. He'd be dressed like me, you know, in a Crazy Clark's shirt. He wouldn't be out there preaching blah, 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 blah. If there was no money to be made, you wouldn't have these preachers out there. You wouldn't have YouTube channels with 50,000 subscribers with 250,000 views who make their money off YouTube. I make money off YouTube. Yeah, I do. I make $100. I've made $120. I've had my YouTube channel since 2014 and I've made $120. since 2014, and there's priests on there with 50,000 or 100,000 or say 3 million subscribers who watch all these preaching shit. Because you can tell a true preacher from a phony preacher through the way they dress. And that's where I'm going to leave it today, guys. If you watch my channel and you're going to pick every single word that I say, don't watch it. Put a restriction on the channel so I don't come up on your notifications that I've uploaded a video. Cut it off. Don't watch it. It's not going to bother me. It's not going to bother me. It's not going to bother my views. I've got viewers out there who email me. And say, good job, good video, rah, rah, rah. This isn't a good video. This is far from a good video. This is me venting. This is one of my venting videos. This is who I am. I'm Dustin Knighton. I fight a battle every single day, and I ain't going to pretend I'm somebody that I'm not. And if you don't like it, don't watch the channel. Dusty2112 out.